Hey, how's it going everybody? Welcome back to another video. I know there's been a little bit of a break between the last video and this one, but that is just because it's really busy in the holidays currently. I'm also going away very soon to celebrate New Year's with my family. So the video uploads have been a little bit stagnant for a while, but I think we're gonna get back up and running in January. I'm working on making this mega banger episode that you're currently watching. I think it's really entertaining, so I hope you enjoy. Our objective is to do Vanguard 13 for the Blackrock. We have to do 9,000 damage just straight up, or we can do 4,500 damage on tracked opponents, I believe it is. But of course, you know me, I like big numbers, so we're gonna go for the damage. Also, you might have heard that it kind of sounds a little bit different. Huge shout out to my in-laws giving me the perfect Christmas present, which is a new microphone that I really wanted. So yeah, let me know in the end of the video. I also asked there in like the outro or something. Just let me know what you think, if this is better, if it needs to be louder or lower, stuff like that, so yeah. But yeah, I'm very excited for the new year. I think this is gonna be maybe the only video I'm uploading for the end of December now, so yeah. If I don't upload anything else, then Happy New Year. And yeah, I just want to thank everybody again for like the support that you've been showing. It's been really fun to do as well. I've learned so much, and now my sound will hopefully not be as scuffed as as it has been the last couple of episodes. So yeah. I put in some of the more exciting games that I had while trying to do this mission. Some games I'm just playing with friends and, you know, accidents happen and I just end up doing a ton of damage. And some attempts I'm trying a little bit harder than others. But I just had a streak of games where I got so close and I was so frustrated at one point, so I just mushed them all up into this little bit of a compilation right here, so yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna stop yapping, have fun with the replays, and I'll see you all next year, probably. We'll see. See you. So the first game we're gonna have is in the good old IS-7. I really like this tank. I used to not have any like fond opinions of it, but after having played it a lot in maneuvers and stuff like that, I think this tank is pretty solid. We're playing in a platoon with our good tomato friend here. I do tomato training sessions and stuff like that, like coaching if you want to call it, so this was one of those sessions. We were just playing the IS-7 to kind of to just, you know, get familiar. Oh shit, sorry, new microphone. To just get familiar with each other, to just have some couple of good games. And it was kind of funny because I think that I remember him talking about this map and then not liking City because he doesn't know what to do. And as I probably mentioned in the intro, I'm filming the intro after this, which is kind of stupid, but I just want to do very light commentary over what I'm doing here. We're not going to be looking at some insane strategies or stuff like that. This is more just enjoying the gameplay. So, he did not know about this position, and this is so funny because usually side-scraping in an IS-7 is a terrible idea. Here I was complaining because there was a BZT coming up behind me. He fires, he takes a shot, he's spotted. I'm not, in fact, until I fire right here. And then I get spotted. Do you see how strong this is? And I'm telling him, you know, do you see how strong this is? And, yeah, it's crazy. This bush, you can also use it as a double bush. You can, like, go behind it, shoot, and then not get spotted. But I was sitting in the bush just to spot the type from the people behind me. So yeah, it's really good. It's a 2 trees on the back, and see the BCT here? He could have just been sitting next to me or behind me in the in the trees. So yeah, he gets absolutely clapped from middle. We're being completely just outplayed here because we have nobody that took middle for some reason. And this BZ is really annoying because he's just holding W, and there's also nobody that can stop him because we don't have anybody in middle contesting the VZ and the EBR. So yeah, we give him another shot. We get a critical on him. It might have been the Emmerich. I don't know. Do you get the critical notification if you track somebody? I don't know. Anyway, he gets blasted. It's good for us. I want to see if I can secure some damage towards the top here. But the angle is pretty tight. The VZ does peak, however. I was thinking that he was going to because he did get very easy shots on the BCT. So then people are more likely to, you know, do a peak again. Here, we intuition to HE. 700 damage. Very nice. And here I was saying to my friend that he had to be quite careful for the VZ on top of the hill. But we just finished off the barn and we are Gucci. The score is 3-3. We're down a little bit of HP. They're pushing 1-2 line, which doesn't really accomplish anything. But the most annoying part here... Thank you. The most annoying part here is that they control middle. It negates us the ability to push the outside, which is very annoying. So I would have loved to have a little bit more presence there. The EBR dies, which is massive. And here I found a perfect hold down. And I still had HE loaded from shooting at the shit barn, which was not very good. My platoon mate gets him though. I get some tracking, and there's a Jagdpanzer looking at him. I'm just shooting here so that the Jagdpanzer doesn't low roll, guys. I know the alpha of the Jagdpanzer is over 1,000. It would have been okay, but you know, we just have to help him out a little bit. This is super funny because my friend next to me is not a very confident IS-7 player. But I love this. I love playing in a platoon. And I said to him, okay, back up. Let me rotate it, and then we can just peek this guy full down. But he's gonna make a little bit of a mistake. He's gonna overexpose his upper plate, and you'll see that the IS-4 is a little bit scuffed aim right here. I'm sorry. But yeah, or well, you didn't see it, but he is not angling his hull properly, so the IS-4 just plops a heat round through his upper plate. And now I'm telling him, like, you know, if you're playing the IS-7, you need to face, you know, your targets, like, head-on, like this. So yeah, IS-4 cannot really do much here, because I can just shoot gold through his upper plate. This guy gets picked up by the Type 71 behind me. I have no idea how he penned that, but okay. Thank you. And right now, I'm thinking to myself, I'm on 5.7k damage somehow. What the hell? Where did that come from? So now I was thinking, can I do my mission? Is it possible? Oh yeah, wait, it shows your current mission that you're trying to do in the replay. I thought it would update to the one that you're on. Oh, well, cool. Alright, you learn something new every single day. So, what I want to do here is I want to hunt down this Type 71. Completely isolated. I'm being maybe a little bit too cautious here, like reverse side scraping and stuff like that, but was kind of unnecessary in the end of the day. But yeah, we're pushing ahead. Maybe it would have been a better idea to contest middle with the Type. But I am kind of just greeding for more damage here. If I can catch somebody in the side, or find the Type 71 who is on a tasty 1500 HP almost. There he is. Yeah, that was never gonna hit. And look at this! An AFK Type! Oh, it's beautiful. I'm aiming for the driver's hatch, but I miss. And I have a Jagdpanzer shooting heat behind me, so this is possibly the saddest AFK farm in the universe. I do still track him to get, like, tracking assistance, but it doesn't matter, right? It's the damage that matters, so... Yeah, we got a fat 1.5 shots out of that. That was huge, huge AFK super heavy farm. But anyway, I'll take it. I'm up to 6.4. We're so close. We're just a couple of shots. And what's also very nice, the game is kind of even, because I have had a lot of even Stevens games where I do like 6,000, 7,000 and stuff like that, and I can do it, but then your team just wins, right? Because either you play too well, like you push a flank too aggressively, and you just stomp the rest of the team in like 2 seconds. But here, it's really good. It's a nice pace. We're not being too aggressive. Like, I have a mouse on my team that is... If he starts driving right now, he's not even gonna make it to the Type 71. Or to the camping TDs here. So, we're just waiting till I get unspotted. I see if I get respotted by peeking out into the bush. And right now, I'm just kind of chilling. I'm considering here YOLOing. But I was worried about the bed chat. You see that I pinged the location where I thought that he was? Sorry, I just have to reposition myself. And now that the bed chat died, I thought to myself, there's no light tank. And I'm in an i7. So I'm basically a light tank. Right? I used to have a Bond Turbo on this when I was playing it, trying to play it very well. But I put my Bond Turbo on my KR1 or something. So I highly recommend putting a Bond Turbo on this thing. But anyway, we outspot the Type 71. I got really far forward without being spotted somehow. Like, I thought he would be a little bit more alert. But you see, here arises a problem. Because I am now putting pressure on the enemies. So all of my allies feel more confident in being more aggressive. And we're so close. We're just a couple of shots away, and all both these STRVs are full HP. And I kind of need to put the pedal to the metal right now. I put in a good shot right there, 7.4. Okay, I know what I know what that looked like. It was not an intentional block. We get a nice fire on the STRV, and here we're just swinging around our gun. And he blows up! 8.7. And this guy is the final HP. And I bounced my shots because I'm a bot. It's fine, right? Because even if I would have killed him, it would not have been enough. Right? So it's fine. It's fine. But if I would have penned the shots on the SCRV to my right, we would have done it. So kind of a heartbreak. Still an insane score for just driving around in an i7. Wasn't really expecting that. But yeah, let's see if our next attempt is any better. Alright, second attempt. Well, there were a multitude of attempts. These replays are just kind of like curated a little bit. These are some of my best games that I had, or won, some of the closest. But yeah, second attempt. We are playing in the Badger. A tank that I don't particularly like. It's a strong vehicle. I'm not gonna say that it's bad or anything. It's just that I really appreciate being able to, you know, move. So I was kind of jealous of my platoon mates here playing in medium tanks. Both medium tanks, which I really enjoy. I really like the concept and I really like the Centurion, so me just kind of like trailing along behind them here was a little bit sad. But yeah, we're playing on Melanovka. Now, Melanovka is kind of a love-hate relationship. Because as a Badger, you love being on the hill. But also as a badger, you hate having to drive to the hill for the first 2 minutes of the battle. And then potentially being too late to the party as well. So yeah, kind of a little bit of a boring start here. Somebody gets absolutely slapped by a 1A3 sitting in base, so that's a lot of fun. But yeah, about the setup here, it's very heavy oriented. There's lots of tanks that can contest the hill, so going hill here is just an absolute no-brainer. We need to farm as much as possible. And also, right here, I wasn't really playing to do the mission again, as in the i7 game. I was more... I was grinding out the breaker. That's what I was doing, right? The breaker is the last tier 11 that I need currently, in the tech tree at least. So yeah, we're almost arriving. Sorry, I should maybe speed this up. There isn't a lot happening. But yeah, the hill is being contested pretty aggressively by the enemy team. I want to see if I can peek up here and get a cheap shot on the KR1. I can. We slap him for 490. Very nice. He's gonna go back. I want to see if I can get another cheap shot onto him, which I do, because he turns his turret to another direction. I don't know why, but okay. Try to get a lucky pen roll there, but it doesn't go through. You know, side of the Russian turret, what can you do? And right now, we are going to blast off. We just need to get on the hill, and we just need to absolutely slap people here. A good thing is that the T803 is already dead, which is a contender. Which is a very dangerous tank to us, because he out-DPMs us, which is scary. So right here, I'm kind of using my ally as a little bit of a cooldown. Is that a bad move? I don't know. I don't care. The PC takes a shot, which means that we can also just peek around for free. The CS learns that his tank is maybe not as well armored as he believes that it is. I kind of just YOLO in willy-nilly here because reasons. And I end up getting 1600 tracking instead of any damage. So that was a fantastic move. And now, my greatest nightmare. Sniping the cheeks of a Taschenrette in a Badger. But, nice bump. Thank you, Mr. Blackrock. That was like the most BM bump there. It was an accident, I know, but it was just funny. The enemy Badger is deciding to be a tank destroyer in the bush, but he's not using the bush very... Oh, I thought it missed. Okay, no, never mind. It's fine. We're Gucci. The Badger hasn't watched the World of Tanks How to Use Bush Mechanics video yet. I was considering just pushing down here because I was thinking to myself, we're winning this, right? Like the game is over. But then I looked at the map for like 1 second, which is something that you always should do. And we're not really winning. So I'm just going to sit here and chill. I laughed so hard here, because this KR1 saw the opportunity to run a Taschenrette at fucking 60 kilometers an hour, and he just went for it. I don't blame him for for 1 second. That was hilarious. Kind of curious, though, that he did... Well, I mean, he died. But he still did like 778 ramming damage. That is kind of insane. So yeah, we are just being a mega gold noob here. I'm just shooting at the turret in hopes of penning. And, you know, sometimes you get lucky. But yeah. Here I wanted to shoot like the... If the red angles, you can shoot through the track and through the hole. Unfortunately, didn't happen. Try to shoot through the upper plate, because maybe I have a good angle. Try to shoot through the cheek, so... We're kind of just rolling the dice here. Not really a lot is happening. I noticed the tree fall in the back there as well. So I am very much aware that there are just triangles sitting there waiting for me to be aggressive. Red, still alive. Are we gonna get him? We are. Praise the Lord, hallelujah. And There is a Death Star in the back. So we really do not want to advance here because the Death Stars are in a platoon. So more likely than not, they are going to be positioning themselves at around the same area. So if there's one, there's another. The 277 peaks, and I kind of fumbled a shot there. We take a nice little 236 damage from the trash barn, which I'm completely willing to take. It's better than, you know, getting pinned. This was the point where I was thinking, can I do my mission here? I have the hill, so if they don't cap, they're gonna have to come and get me. Really nice HE rounds on the Badger. 130 pen, so we just two-shot the SCRV. And right now I am thinking to myself, is this 277 and this E5, are they good players? Because the play that they make is like very aggressive, but I'm still on the hill, so it's very dangerous to make it. So yeah. The FV drives out again, we punish him. He has basically no armor, so we can just shoot him anywhere pretty much, except for like rights on the gun mantlets pretty much. My BC gets absolutely slapped, and the enemies are actually in kind of a tricky position here. They have cap pressure, which does indeed blow, but these guys are in big trouble because they are going to get pushing into a crossfire here. Just because I'm on the hill. And I'm not gonna leave here anytime soon while they are down there. So yeah. This 277 is super greedy because my friend did shoot him in the back earlier. But he still peeks. I could have loaded intuition to an HE shell here, but I kind of just wanted to secure the damage, and that guy has 3 marks on his 183, so he is an absolute gamer. But yeah, we basically farm him for his entire HP. I think he was playing in the sense that he thinks that the game is soon over, which it is because they're going to cap. Or are they? Sorry. I have to test out the new vocal range of the microphone, I'm sorry. I get clapped by the E50M all the way from my cap, and I'm kind of scared because I'm on 8.3k damage right now. 2 shots, and I have my mission. So, I'm not really interested in fucking around with the E5 and the 277 because they're so low on hit points. But they're making massive misplays, and here I really didn't want to get pinned by this guy. But he does still get me. We clap him back though, so... yeah. We're on 8,567. 6-7 mentioned. Sorry. Sorry. So yeah. I'm begging in chat. Because there's been so many attempts before this one. And, you know, I was just losing it. I wanted to find the trash barn because my platoon mate said that the E100 was basically a one-shot. So I was just gunning it for the 1A3. And here... I cannot move. Because he just needs to splash me with HE. And I'm dead. So if I peek around the corner here, and he is, you know, sitting next to the church or up in those trees next to those racks, and I make a little bit of a mistake, I am dead. So I just did not want to risk losing this to a dumb peek. I told my platoon mate, bro, I'm 1 shot away. And he is being the best scout in the universe. Because I literally just need him to drive forward. But where is this 1A3? I'm so scared that he's just hiding in the forest somewhere. But even if he's hiding in the forest, I'm not too worried because my friend, he was dedicated to giving me this shot, right? So it's no problem for him to just YOLO in, spot him, give me 1 shot, and call at the end of the day, and give me the Black Rock. So here I was telling, okay, start the scout run. I'm begging this drawback here not to just YOLO in. I'm not trying to like block him or anything, but yeah. I thought that my tank is so slow, I'm probably going to get a shot from up here. Which I don't. He's all the way in the back of A1. I was expecting him to be here somewhere, because this is a very, very nice, like, final stand position. But I guess, you know, this guy is a master 1A3 player, so yeah. I'm begging the Dravik not to farm this guy, and I'm just crossing my fingers for getting just one shot in, but, you know. And he dies. I laughed so hard, it was so funny. And here. I went from laughing to crying like that. What a heartbreak, man. Like, I really don't like people that do this. It's such a dick move, man. Like with arty players, you get used to it over the years, right? Because it's like you see an arty near a pile of or near some water, and you're like, you know, my mouse is sometimes already hovering over the the complain button because I just know what's gonna happen. But when regular tanks do it, just normal TDs, well, normal quote unquote, it's just so frustrating. I was very upset after this. So yeah. Anyway, hopefully we'll do better in attempt number 3, surely. Cue the next replay. Alright, attempt number 3, surely. Lucky number 3, or whatever they say. This has to be the one, right? So in this game, I was actually kind of tryharding. I was playing tier 11, so there's lots more HP to go around. I was playing the Taschenrette. I love playing the Taschenrette, and it's a very strong tank as well, so I thought my odds were, you know, in my favor here. And they are particularly in my favor because there is a triple platoon of Taschenrettes on the enemy team and a mouse. So if those 4 people go to this flank, there will be plenty of hit points to go around for me to do my mission. Little bit of a snapshot there. I don't really care about anything that happens in middle. The only thing that I need to do is farm some rats in my rat. And I think that we're gonna achieve a pretty good score, but is it gonna be enough? We will have to wait and see. So, what are the biggest concerns here? The biggest concern here is that the enemy Taschenrette platoon just holds W. That they just drive forward and kill people. Because that's what you have to do in a Taschenrette platoon. It's like, it's basically as idiot-proof as like a KR1 platoon. Because you just have to do one thing, and that is just drive forward and shoot and pen your shots. That's all there is to it. So yeah. I see a mouse. My E5 is here. I see a rat. I see a lot of rats. I make a cheeky cross. And we casually take 0 damage. So yeah. Shooting at mouses in tanks that have 340 heat pen or 330 heat pen is probably the most satisfying thing in the entire world, because especially if people don't know how to angle their tanks, like you see with this mouse player here, it's free damage because they cannot run away either. I almost do 0 damage with 3 guns, but at least we get 1 in. This is a little bit of a concern to me though, because I know that the Concept 5 is gonna be super annoying. Maybe not even only the Concept 5, but this Judas here as well is just gonna be... Oh man, playing heavy flank and then losing the heal like this is just so painful. So yeah, Concept 5, from this angle he can just shoot through my upper plate with gold. It's like 100% pen chance. There is no way of me angling properly to kind of bounce it. So I kind of just have to take it. I'm hoping that he does some sort of like greed peek or something. But I also don't want to miss out on the damage on the reds. I see that there was an E3. Behind me. So that was kind of scaring me a little bit. That was kind of dumb. I should have just, you know, shot him. I thought I could kill him with the HE guns, but unfortunately no. But now, I'm just crossing my fingers that the Judas on the hill does not peek me. I have no idea why he isn't. But I'm just gonna cook as long as he just does whatever he wants to do up there. As long as it doesn't involve shooting me in my side. And some of the shots that I'm gonna have here are gonna be insane. Judas is shooting APCR, so he literally cannot pen my side. Old gold noob. And yeah, this is just a farm. It's absolutely perfect. I have teammates in front of me taking all the damage for me. And I can just sit here, and I can just shoot on reload, basically. I do need some good shots, but... you know, sometimes the game just works. You just point somewhere, you see the color green, and you just click and you do damage. And look at this. I am pretty sure that they were cursing each other out, because they got into each other's way so incredibly much. It was actually kind of funny. So, yeah. They're not angling properly. You know, I can see his lower plate here. But this one is on a better angle, so I decided to shoot him. They tried to HE me, but that's just, you know, it doesn't really do anything. And look at this! It was going so well. I was like, man, I'm not gonna go and penned a single time by those people. This is great. I wanted to go around and contest the people on there. I think it would have been a pretty good move. But then I leave my friends on the corner here all alone. That wasn't even well aimed. That was a really poor shot, but it just went there. So, and right now I'm on 5.7k damage, and I was already thinking that I was going to do my my mission this game because of the matchmaking. I just saw it and I was like, this is it. This is gonna be the game. And my teammates are just dying just very, very slowly. I opted to shoot the mouse because the mouse has the biggest cheek plates. So it's the easiest damage to confirm. And I'm on 6.3k, and look at that, there's 8.8 thousand left. And we're just blasting. And the only thing I'm kind of worried right now is people coming behind me, because I was looking at my map and I was thinking, oh, the rest of the team is dead, which kind of sucks. So I would maybe stay on the corner to just, you know, blast these people driving around. But I'm kind of on a timer. They're capping as well, which is just... I'm gobsmacked. Why would you cap here? But that's a discussion for another time. Here, I just wanted to confirm my shots. This guy dies. And here I aim and I miss because, you know, I did not even have to blast him with HE here, but I was kind of stressing out because look at what's coming up behind us. I bounced another shot. Oh my god. And here I was like, ah, okay, it's GG. It's, you know, we are on 7k, like there's no way, right? Mouse bounces though. We still have 1100 HP, which is kind of a lot, but look at all the red behind me. This guy bounces. 7.5. We're a couple shots away. I intuition switched to HE. I pen him with HE. I pen him with the HE guns. And we end on 8.6. Oh my god. If I would have just had a little bit more time. Imagine even as well, if the Miffy wouldn't have capped, like I would have been able to just poke this guy with a tiny ram, kill him. This guy would have, I'm 100%, like it's a gorilla player, they always bounce. This guy would have bounced. I could have loaded an heat round, killed the Taschenwette, and then just focus the gorilla. And if the Miffy would come in as well, I would just clear him up. It says that the Miffy is full HP, but I highly doubt that. So, if I'm saying that, oh, why are they capping? I'm just saying it because, you know, they could have easily farmed me, but I'm just hopeful, okay? Like, what if the Miffy would come over as well, and this would have been, like, the sickest Kolobanovs in the universe. But yeah. Wishful thinking, we didn't get it. Surely attempt number, what are we on now? 4? I think 4. Surely attempt number 4 will be the one. And we are back in the Badger. Is the Badger gonna be the one true hero? Is the Badger going to redeem itself by not being able to snapshot a 1A3 that is drowning itself? We'll have to see. But, as in the last game, triple Taschenwette and a mouse. Beautiful. It could almost not be more beautiful. I think I still would have taken triple mouse, 1 Taschenwette, because mouses are just so easy to pen and farm. But yeah. I am crossing my fingers, and I'm just hoping, I'm praying again, that all the super heavies go to the super heavy spot. Please. Our EBR dies within the first 2 seconds. Would you have it? Great. And I'm going into a position where I'm kind of going to leech of my heavies in front of me. Because what I want to do, I want to knock over these trees here for some additional bush cover. And I want to sit here and I want to farm. That's basically it. So, we didn't penetrate their armor. Rip, bad first shot, but it's fine. And this is why you play this position here. It's because people want to poke across to shoot your... you see the I7 and the BCT? Oh, to my right, in front. They want to over peek to shoot them, but if they peek, you can blast them. So, a couple of the shots here are a little bit... iffy, because I'm not spotting for myself as well, so if somebody drives in front, like there you saw, I just hit the Taschenwette instead of the mouse with a blind shot. But yeah, again, mouse cannot do anything against us. The Badger has APCR rounds, but they're really good APCR rounds. They're like 320 pen. Yeah, so that is plenty of pen to go through this. And here, I'm kind of trying to spread out my damage in a way. Because if you just focus one person constantly, they will stop peeking. And they will, you know, not peek. Which is what we want. So we want to kind of like spread our damage out a little bit. Just so that they keep on playing aggressively. Just making them believe that they have a chance to win, you know. Because when you... I was gonna say something really weird, but yeah. I was gonna say, like, when you kill them, it's, like, satisfying to see, like, the life go out in their eyes. Oh my god. Sorry, Mr. Mouse. I'm so sorry. I will give you tomato lessons. I swear I'll send this guy a DM after I kill him. Alright, but anyway, oh, what the hell, Terry? You're going through the upper plate of the Tesserate. Yeah, the upper plate of the Tesserate, if you're like at a nice angle on it, you could just go through it. So we just blast through his upper plate 2 times in a row there. And I'm already thinking to myself, it's beautiful. I'm farming German super heavies. My team is dying everywhere else. Kind of shame that the mouse gets picked up by the BCT. Whatever. And look at this guy. This guy was like, man, this Badger player, he is definitely gonna be sitting in H7 and bully my entire team. So I'm gonna go south. You know, to each arrow. Tasharat is overpeaking. I think I actually got spotted by the Foch there. So he kind of just popped up out of nowhere. I was thinking that I could like wiggle my tank up, but I couldn't. I'm just pinning the reds in the face. It's crazy, actually. It's so good. But yeah, we get him. And yeah, we're just kind of vibing. I don't feel the need to push, but at the same time, if people come up behind me, like the Manticore, the Hirschcover, the TVP could be a real big issue. So I kind of want to get in my damage while I still can. So yeah, we're flanking the BCT here. He hasn't spotted me, which is good. I fire. And he shoots. There we go. So now we can just farm him without him being able to snap us for, you know, a third of our hit points. BCTs are scary, man. Like, even if you're just, like, facing one that's loaded, you're always thinking, like, what if he pens me and just ruins my game? What if that guy would have penned me and ruined my game? Am I right? We bounce a heat shell from a VC tank destroyer. Which is crazy, because he has a perfect angle, perfect ammunition, so it's very unlucky. For him, that is. The Hirschkoffer pencils from the side. I don't know where he is, and he's kind of scaring me right now, because if I can't spot him, I can't shoot him. But I also know that if I back up, the TVP is going to farm me, so this is kind of the position that I wanted to avoid by pushing in front. But pushing into the WZ is just... it's not very cost efficient with our time. Huge pickup from a Manticore. Clearing that guy up from the ridge gives the people, well, in my position, the freedom to actually play the video game. I'm pinging my Manticore that I kind of want him to drive forward, but he wants to kill the Hirschkoffer in the back first. So I'm like, okay, sure. Here we go. Another red for the taking. The WZ switched to AP. Okay. So he bounces. Great. And right now I was kind of thinking I need to trade off my HP to do damage. But in doing so, I trade off my HP to do damage. So that wasn't really a good, a good choice in the end of the day. Because if the WZ would have been me, I would have been a one-shot. So that's not very good. And this Hirschkoffer is very, very scary because it's such an annoying position for me, right? And this is why I don't like playing tanks that don't have mobility, because there's just not a lot I can do. So yeah, if I drive forward here, I drive into a massive crossfire, and I really don't want to die here. I'm just counting on that the WZ would drive forward here. Doesn't, the red dies. The Hirschkoffer is repositioning. And I'm already seeing the Manticore and the STRV drive up. The red behind me dies from the WZ, so I think that he's sitting in that bush. And I missed the shot. We're on 8.3k. We just need 2 more shots. Is he gonna full send it on the Menti? He is. Is he gonna stay there? He's driving back. Is he gonna go forward and ram, maybe? I need 1 more shot. I need one more shot. No, please. He doesn't drive forward. The Manticore is about to reload. And he dies. 8.7k. Can you believe it? Again, in my beloved Badger. Man, what a heartbreak. Nah, I was just kidding. We got it. We hit 2 blind shots. We did like 9.7k damage, I believe. I'll put maybe up like a screenshot of the post-game stats. But yeah, it was actually a crazy game. So if I would have penned one more shot, it would have actually been 10k. So that would have been pretty crazy. But yeah, we got the Black Rock. I'm super stoked. And well, I didn't get it right after I did the mission. I still had to do one weekly mission to get enough points to get it. But yeah, it was pretty easy to do. What do I think of the Black Rock? I think it's pretty cool. I'm probably going to make a video about it once I've gotten a couple more upgrades. I've been playing it a little bit. I'd say it's pretty good. I think that the Black Rock is in a perfect place because it's good and interesting enough where people want to get it, but it's not too good so that people complain about, you know, another overpowered reward tank like the 279E drama that we had like years back. And just as a little gimmick, I think that I'm actually gonna feature a bonus game at the end. How about that? Because I knew that you were looking at the timeline on YouTube and you were thinking, well, there's another game after this one, so surely he won't make it. He didn't hit those blind shots. Ha ha ha. I got you. No, we did it in the Badger game, but I think that would be fun to showcase another game where I got like super close. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that one. It was relatively interesting. I also got like a double tap away from it, so yeah. Enjoy. Alright, welcome to the bonus game. This was also a pretty spicy game. And again, it was one of those games where I wasn't really trying to do the mission, I was just kind of playing with a friend. And we wanted to play the Contriver. I think this was actually right before the IS-7 game that I showcased in the beginning. But anyway, pretty spicy mashup here. Pilsen is not my favorite map in the entire universe. But I do really like the Contriver though. It's just, I just feel more comfortable in this tank than I do in the can opener. I haven't played the can opener in a while, but I don't know, it's just the flexibility and the gun on this tank is just, it's so good. It's so satisfying to double tap people with this double shot here. It could just be me, you know, the can opener overall is a tier for tier strong vehicle because of the lack of weak points. This tank has like, you cannot do anything without exposing a weak point. If you play hold down, you have a cupola. If you side scrape, you have the cheek. If you peek around the corner, you have the lower plate the size of a fucking iceberg. It's just, it's just a travesty. But it's kind of funny how the can opener has like pretty much a better armor layout than this tank, pretty much. So yeah, my mistake for going into, you know, a position and then getting shot by early. Yeah. Rough start to the game here. I don't really remember how this goes. I'm kind of curious to watch this back myself as well. We have a side scraping T803. Now, I mean, the Contriver cannot side scrape, but the T103 is, it really should not side scrape. So yeah, our unimpenetrable, hold down, overpowered, unbalanced tank is being balanced out by the artilleries doing their jobs. Very nice of them to balance my overpowered hold down heavy tank. And right now, I'm just kind of scared to peek because I don't really want to get penned in the cupola by the KR1. I guess alpha damage is big and my cupola is huge, as shown here. So yeah, the Contriver really takes advantage of just being able to peek around a corner and slap people for like 800 or 900 damage. And then just going back around cover and maybe taking a shot. Like you have a chunky health bar, right? But yeah. Right here we have a person in a 2790 thinking they can do whatever they want. Which is in fact not the case. I do think that I kind of fumble my shots. No, I just take a little bit of extra time to aim. But yeah, again, look at the setup of this game though. It's kind of like a perfect setup here. I thought I had more time to shoot him there. It was kind of just a derpy moment for me. But look again, perfect setup here. Our team is not winning, but we're not completely losing either. And this is like the perfect balance that you want to have if you're trying to get like a very high damage game. Because it gives your enemies something to do, which is farm your allies. And then you can just kind of like leech off to the side here. And look at this gun. It's just, oh, it's so good. Like, the gun on the can opener is good as well, but hitting these shots that consistently, that accurately, is pretty impressive. And that was the worst peek I've ever done in my entire life. I'm very sorry you had to see that, but yeah. So here, it just hits. He shoots with a heat round, but he hits us in the track. So, doesn't do any damage. Very nice. And here, we're just being swarmed from all sides. My platoon mate is going to die very soon. He's just completely surrounded. And I'm thinking, while the enemies are still occupied with him, I need to clear out the people behind me. So, I'm just kind of gonna aggressively peek this T-803, I think, here, just to clean him up. Reverse side scraping, huge. It kind of works in this tank, actually. Better than you think. But yeah, he angles his tank down, so we just shoot him through the turret. Doesn't matter. We bounce our second round from the E5 on our butt, so that's really good. I charge up a double, but I don't have to. I don't need to take unnecessary risks or anything. And right now, I was thinking, just a couple of double shots away from my mission, so I might as well give it a go. We hit the Taschenrette. His fuel tanks are damaged, because, you know, when you shoot a red in the front, fuel tanks are always the first to go. And here I was debating peeking the KR1, but I figured it's just not worth it. Like, what am I gonna do? Snipe his cupola? Maybe, but he's definitely gonna hit my lower plate, so it's not very good. I'm just kind of holding out. I'm a little bit worried about the 1A3, and also, this was kind of funny. I just remember this. I remember telling myself, I can feel like somebody is gonna try and flank around me. And then I went behind this wreck to get into cover. And then they peeked around the corner, which was very funny. Here, I wanted this BCT to shoot. Not so that I could shoot him, but that I could charge up a double tap and then reverse out and kill the Taschenrette instead. But he gets behind cover. So, kind of sad. But I still really want to kill him. Because he's kind of annoying here. We're gonna peek around the corner. Oh, but the KR1 is coming. And he shoots us. He doesn't ram us. Big mistake, because in the KR1 you should just ram anything. Crossing my fingers with a double right here. 8.4k damage. So one more double shot on this red would have done it. But unfortunately, he picks us up. So, yeah. What a round in the Contriver. We go on to lose this game, by the way, just so you know. But yeah. Crazy, crazy game here as well. One double shot away from just doing it here. And this game was played way earlier than the Badger game on Sand River. This was like 2 weeks ago or something. Or before that final attempt, so yeah. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Got a new microphone. Don't know if I mentioned that anywhere else, but I really, really like it. I checked out some of the sound. It sounds really, really good, but the most important thing is that it sounds good for people that are actually watching the video. So do leave a comment if you think that the sound is, you know, too low, too loud, or if there is, you know, some weird stuff going on in the background. I wouldn't know what, but, you know, whatever. And yeah, I got the BlackRock video coming up on that pretty soon, I hope. So leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.